friends, today we are going to talk about our number of the day. Remember, we use numbers to count. We use them on our calendar. You see numbers on clocks. You see them on houses, street signs, in the grocery store. We use numbers all around. But today we're going to talk about our number of the week. Does anybody think they know what our number of the week is? Right, number 2. Good job. What number did we do last week? That's right, we did the number 1. So, what number comes after number 1? That's right, number 2 comes after number 1. So let's put a little spot on our number path. And you can do that with your number path too. Maybe not put a spot on there, but touch it with your finger, okay? So we know that the number 2 comes after the number 1. But what number comes after the number 2? That's right, the number 3. Good job, friends. So I am going to write the number 2 in our place value box right here. Who can tell me, though, is 2 a lonely number or a number pair? That's right, it's a lonely number. Why is it a lonely number? Yes, it's all by itself. It doesn't need another number to make another number. It doesn't need a partner. So if you remember, all lonely numbers go in the ones place. So let's write the number 2. And just like our letters, when we write numbers, we start at the top and we come down. Here's the number 2. That is the number 2. So how many squares are we going to need to count out? That's right, 2. Can you show me 2 on your fingers, everybody? Good job. All right, can you count with me? We're going to count this as 1 square. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. How many squares do we have? 2. Good job. I see that some of my friends did not need to count each one of those. You just knew that there were 2 there. Do you know what that's called? That is called subitizing. Can you say that word with me? Subitizing. Good job. That means that you know how many are there without having to count them. Now we are going to write the word 2. T, t, t. Ooh, I know that sound. The letter T makes the t, t sound. So T, W, O. That is the word 2. This is the number 2. Now we need to count out our dots. Here we go. Count with me. 1, 2. We have 2 dots. I'm going to ask you something a little different today. Going across, this is called a row. Coming down, those are called columns. So my question is, how many dots are in this row? Right, there are 2 dots in that row. I'm going to write the number 2 right here. How many dots are in these rows? That's right, 0. So there's my 0. And if I want to make that an addition problem, it would look like this. Addition is when you're adding things together. It says 2 plus 0 equals, so if I have 2 and I have none on this hand, how many are all together? 2, that's 2 plus 0 equals 2. Now we're going to look at something a little different. We're going to look at the columns. How many dots in this column? 1, that's right. Good job. And then I'm going to add the dots in this column to the dots in this column. So I have to put a plus sign because that plus sign means we are adding. So how many dots are in this column? That's right, 1. So I'm going to put a 1 above that column. And do we have any dots in those rows? Nope, we don't. So we're not going to put anything there. We know we have 1 dot here and we have 1 dot here in our 10 frame. So I'm going to put an equal sign. What the equal sign means is that when you're adding the 2 together, how many does that give you? So if we have, use your fingers if you have to, 1 plus 1 equals, how many fingers do I have up? 2, that's right, 2. So we're going to write the number 2 over here after equals because we just did another addition problem, my friends. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So our number this week is the number 2